I was literally about to record and look what just came in the mail. This coat. Isn't she adorable? This is from Akira. I'm really not mad at it. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, Akira, and it come down to the feet. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the pronounced shoulders. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Okay, we are back. I know y'all are so sick of even hearing me say that, but I'm your girl, Kay. Tucker, we're not doing that this time, okay? We're not doing that. You understand? Hey, if you're gonna be snoring, you go upstairs. We are back with another video. I know it's been a while, but I'm not explaining myself to y'all no more, okay? Look, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know what life been like, okay? So anyway, I am back and I'm your style bestie, helping you master your confidence through fashion, style, and beauty. So if that sounds like something you are into, you love the looks, you love the hauls, you love the girlhood and all things sparkle, fun, fashion, beauty, love, motherhood. I don't talk about love. Why did I say that? If you love all things girlhood, fun, fashion, joy, laughs, confidence talks, girl gang, get in here because this video is for you. So let's get caught up on all the things. So this is going to be a series of videos because I have to get you guys caught up on so many things. So the first thing that I want us to get into is I want to get into some looks. and I want to chit chat a little bit, just fall fashion, events, and outfits, okay? So the world is on literal fire, but what do we do as black women? Keep pushing, because girl, we tried to tell y'all, and you didn't want to listen. So moving on, life resumes. All right, so in today's video, I really want to get into some looks. I want to get into some vacation looks. I just recently went to Mexico with my man. And then I also want to get into some looks that I jumped right into as soon as we got back from vacation, because your girl has been busy. She's been booked. She's been tired. She's been overworked. She needs a vacation again. She needs a massage again. She needs to retire. So let's get into these looks right now. So the very first thing I want to get into is I want to get into my vacation looks first, okay? So we went to Secrets Moche, and this is our second time going to Secrets Moche. It is such a beautiful resort, which is why we went right back an exact year later. And I want to... The wind is like on some other stuff. Oh my gosh. It's like a little black and white. Look at my water bottle. This is my newest emotional support water bottle. She holds my crystal light, my Amra, which is my collagen, and my Amra, which is my colostrum, and she's wonderful. It's by Hydro Jug. She's leak proof, period. And she's gorgeous. It's the black, it's the gold, it's the white, and that's like kind of been my vibe lately. As you can tell, I'm also wearing this scarf by a black-owned, woman-owned business called Ariels, and I used to get a lot of turbans from her, but she has these silk scarves now that are just magnificent. I absolutely love this scarf so much. It feels even better than some of my designer scarves. So if you go grab one, tell her I sent you. Yes, I will link the water bottle because it's absolutely necessary. All right, let's get into it. Okay, let's get into these vacation looks first. I actually just did a vacation dump on Instagram. By the time this video goes live, that Instagram post would have probably already been up a week. But as I talk through the looks, they are going to pop up here on the screen. I'm going to tell you where everything is from. I'm also going to tell you just some outfit formulas that I have been loving and swearing by. Let's get into it. Oh, also my decor is up. Okay, let's get on with the show. All right, vacation look number 1. When we first touched down, I was wearing these Amazon leggings, and I have been swearing by these Amazon leggings. They're by the brand Arola. I can't remember, or I don't really know how to pronounce it, but they are low-key just as good as my Gymshark seamless leggings. I ain't even gonna hold you. I have 4 pair of these Amazon leggings. So I wore these Amazon leggings, as well as I have wore a Fabletics sports bra, which is so cute. It gives like aloe vibes. And then I wore a Fabletics cropped hoodie. I swear by Fabletics cropped hoodies, they are so good. The cropped hoodies are exactly why I fell in love with Fabletics, because they had the best crop hoodies that I could find anywhere. So that was my travel fit, and I just wore some Asics, my gel Kiano 14s. They are the most comfortable but like also stylish sneaker that I own. And then after we touched down, we went straight to the pool, and I'm wearing a J. Crew 2-piece swimsuit. I never knew J. Crew swimsuits were so damn good, but it was so good. It fit me so well, and the high-waist briefs were perfect for my mom belly, my fupa. Like, they held me in really well, but also didn't give me any extra spillage. You know how sometimes you have sculpting or smoothing bodysuits, bathing suits, bottoms, leggings, and then you get that spillage at the top? No thank you, didn't have it. I also have a smaller bosom, so I love that this 2-piece scoop neck, it was very simple, but it was also very flattering to me. Many swimsuits for me just fit a little too big in the boob area. And then I had on these crochet green pants. They are a cover-up shirt. I did not take the shirt because the set alone takes up too much space in my suitcase, and I was very adamant when I travel, I prefer to only take a carry-on. So I didn't take the green set. I just took the pants. The pants were mwah, and I mean, not just tall girl friendly, they're giant friendly, because them things were so long. So I wore those, and they are from Revolve. They're currently on sale. They are very, 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 very good quality. The whole set is. But this is actually my vacation hair. This girl is stale. It needs to come out. But this is an old U-part wig that I took to my hairstylist. She actually sewed it down for me. So she like tacked it down around my perimeter and kind of like in the middle. And then we just did waves with a crimp iron, and then I brushed them out, and they just got bigger and bigger. And girl, it's time for this to come out. So that's outfit number 1. Outfit number 2 was what I wore to dinner that exact night, our first night there. I always do it big for dinner when I'm out the country. Because I'm like, I have a lot of things that I'm like, where am I gonna wear this to? I take it on vacation. All of the like sexy beachwear, sexy dresses that I probably didn't get to wear anywhere while I was home. I didn't have an event that was fitting. I take it right on vacation, babe. I take it to another state or another country where them people ain't never met me or seen me. I'm making my best impression for these strangers. That's just it. Very Libra coded. So this dress is by ASOS, and it is by the Arrange line at ASOS. I am telling you, if you are looking for some higher quality pieces that maybe everybody isn't gonna have, things that will last in your wardrobe, one, ASOS is a great destination for that, especially for vacation wear. But just in general, Arrange is such a great, super high quality clothing line at ASOS. I swear by it. The price point is a little bit higher than their typical brands. So this dress was actually gifted to me, and I'm so grateful because I really wanted to buy the dress, and I was just on the fence about it because I'm like, I can't wear no like girdle or shapewear with it because it has the lowest back ever. So when ASOS reached out to me to send me some gifted pieces, you know, this was the first thing on my list. Tucker, hey, we not doing that snoring, shorty. He just looked at me and went right to sleep. Anyway, so we wore that, and then I wore just a pair of Zara caged gold flat sandals that kind of like tie up they're like gladiator style, but they're so old, they're probably 2 years old. And then I'm wearing my Jody bag. It is Bottega, and I get so much wear out of this bag. It was an impulse purchase, but it obviously it's a staple in my closet because I wear it so much. I put on Instagram that I got it from The Real Real. I actually got it from Fashion File, and I just sometimes get mixed up as to where I got what. You are going to hear that man snoring. He don't care about me. He's not going to move. We done got the kids out, the man out. We done got the camera up, the light up, the background. This is as good as it's going to get. If you are not new here, y'all already know Tucker's a part of the family. That old man, as in my dog, he just gonna do what he wanna do. So anyway, moving on, next outfit. Let's get into swimwear. So the next day I actually wore 2 different swimsuits. So I have a crazy allergy to the sun. I get heat rash so bad. I get sunburns so bad. Somebody asked me, like several people asked me, do I have lupus? Please don't speak that over me, but I do not. This started around my wedding when I got married in Dominican Republic. It only happens when I leave the country. It does not happen when I'm in the States for whatever reason. In fact, the moment that we land, our plane lands back in the States, it's almost like it disappears. It's like it immediately starts to heal. So I have to be very, very careful when I am on vacation, and I have to be so serious and intentional about reapplying my SPF like in layers. I have to take breaks from the sun. I have to cover up. It's ideal that I wear one pieces because the parts of my body that burn the worst are my stretch marks. And I'm a twin mom, so I have stretch marks all over my sides, my back, the top of my thighs, my entire stomach. My body has lots of stretch marks and they are very, very, very sensitive to the sun. So it is what it is. So I had 2 swimsuits this day. I had this beautiful Zara white swimsuit that finally restocked right before my vacation. I was so lucky because I wanted a white swimsuit. I wanted just a plain white one piece, like super deep neck. I know it sounds very specific, but that's what I wanted. And Zara had one that had this gold like necklace to it, and I was so happy it restocked right before vacation, so we got that. However, it was a little, I got an extra large because of my bottom, but it's a little too loose in the boob area, so I had to just wear it for show. Basically, I wore it that morning with these really cute ASOS balloon pants. These pants were not bought for vacation. They were bought this summer because I was in like my balloon pant era. I kind of still am, and I just took them with me on vacation as another alternative to like a cover up or something I could wear around the resort or to the restaurants. And it actually low-key looked like an outfit. So I'm popping that up here so you can see. And then I changed that swimsuit into, I changed into my favorite swimsuit. Is actually just a basic black one, and it's another sculpting swimsuit from J. Crew. This was gifted to me. Thank you so much, J. Crew. It is perfection because it looks very simple in the front, but it has this very low back in the back. I then put on my Dior scarf over my head because I'm so extra. I'm so extra. Again, I'm so extra, and I proudly claim it. I proudly claim it, okay? I embrace that. It is really a part of me, and it is what makes me unique, and I love that I am so extra. And many people love all the extra parts of me. And the people that don't, you're the problem. I keep doing this because I feel like my hair is separated. Because like I say, it's stale. I get my hair done in 2 days. Anyway, and then I put on these old Zara cutoffs that are so short, but I like to wear them as cover-ups, and I just kind of like fold the bottom down. So cute. Actually, y'all, you know I skipped the outfit. Okay, so that's what I wore. This bag is Vivrel. I told y'all about my Vivrel membership. I have the Classique tier, which is $139 a month, so I get to swap bags in and out. In and out. I already told y'all this. We talked about this. I swapped my bags in and out, and I knew I wanted like a really cute designer raffia bag or a beach bag, because I just thought like, oh, if you're wearing a simple swimsuit, you're not wearing anything major, just that branding on the bag might add an extra like stylish flair. Not necessary. Not necessary. Again, the way I think of things in my mind, specifically like my outfits and my looks for different occasions, very specific. I'm very specific. So that Chloe bag, I didn't buy that. I never would buy that. I would never ever invest in that. But did I want to wear it? Yeah. So I borrowed it from Vivrel. If you want to join Vivrel, you should. If you're a person who like doesn't want to commit to bags, you don't want to make the investment. I like to use Vivrel because I like to test drive the bag to see if I want to add it to my collection. Also, I'm always at an event or a thing or something going on, and so I like the idea of being able to swap them out and not make the commitment to it, you know? So for me, girl math makes sense. But if you want to try it, I'll put my code down below, but I'll also list it here on the screen. The code is K, K-A-Y, and you will get your first month of membership free. So try it out. I skipped an outfit. Actually, the first outfit that I wore to dinner was this really low-key outfit I was so adamant on taking with me. I didn't really need an extra outfit, but I took this one with me. And it's these American Eagle trousers. I don't know if you know, but American Eagle has like a premium line, a premium collection. And it is indeed much more elevated than their regular things. So I have these like pleated, or I'll say, are they pleated? Yeah, pleated linen trousers. And they have like a slight sheen to them, so they don't look like your typical linen trouser. And they're super high waist. And I came across this Alexander Wang bralette or crop that I bought for Fashion Week 2 years ago on ThredUp. So I paid, you don't even want to know. I barely paid any, it damn near was free. It damn near was free. Because when it comes to designer, we don't what? Pay full price. If you're new here, get with it. Get with it. We don't pay full price for luxury, nothing. There it is. So I put that together because I came across the bralette as I was packing, and I was like, oh, I have not gotten to wear this summer at all. I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna wear my things. That's the name of the game. That's my commitment right now, is to wear my things. I have a lot of things. I have a lot of things and I need to wear them. So I was like, oh no, she going with me. I'm wearing this some way or another. So for it being our first night and like the day was a bit shorter for us, we did get there like at noon. So, you know, but we didn't have a full day our first day. So that was what I threw on. And then my favorite Zara like kitten flip-flops, baby. I tore them things down. I have never tore up a pair of shoes like that. And I have not even had them a whole year. So crazy. Like I should have actually left them in Mexico. Why did I even pack them and bring them back? But I tore them up. The taps is missing, child. It's a mess. And then I wore the Jody bag, and I believe I wore my garnish in gold two-tone Cuban link necklace. I really love this necklace. It's chunky, but it's not like too chunky, so it's subtle enough for the subtle girls. Next outfit. The next outfit is this Andrea Iyama caftan. I love this thing. I have it in 2 colors. And when we went last year, I wore the burgundy one. So I absolutely love this caftan. I think caftans are just phenomenal. Like they're like almost non-negotiable for vacation because it gives flowy, tropical, luxe, resort wear. It gives expensive, but it's literally just a big ass piece of material. And it is for everybody, shape, size, all of it. So I love, and all I had to do was adorn it with like some accessories. So I wore these Zara, like they're like kind of like they give like mother of pearl almost, but these Zara chandelier earrings, they're definitely giving vacation. So that's what I wore. I think that was like our second to last night actually. And then I'm going through my outfits. Okay, the other hack to vacation wear is 2-piece sets, girl. 2-piece sets, 2-piece sets, 2-piece sets, linen pants, caftans, flowy dresses. That's the name of the game. This is a 2-piece set that I bought this past spring from Zara because we had booked this vacation. So I have been, you know, accumulating like a piece here or there, like the Zara earrings, this 2-piece set, and like a couple bathing suits. I didn't really buy much for this vacation at all. I went right into my bin of summer clothes and I pulled out my favorite things. And so that's what I wore to vacation. Those are all my looks. The last thing I wanted to share about my vacation looks, last 2 things I wanted to share was I have 2 of those J. Crew bathing suits. So I have it in green and I have it in black. So I wore the green one and I had this white like bucket hat. It was like a straw bucket hat that I got from ASOS. I really wanted a straw cowboy hat, but could not find one. There was a girl at the pool that had one. I wanted to literally buy it off her head, but you know, I didn't want to be cringy. The last thing I want to share is my like pajama set that I got. I got it from Target. I'm gonna say it again. I got it from Target. I don't care what anybody has to say about that. I don't need to explain anything. I got this pajama set from Target. And to the subscriber who put in my comments on my last video when my children wanted to spend their gift cards they got for their birthday at Target, and you put in my comments that yet another influencer that you've got to unfollow and not support. Don't even work, girl. You don't even have to hit the unsubscribe because I already blocked you, boo. I just took that work right up. I made it easier for you. So yeah, anyway, moving on. Because I know somebody was thinking it and somebody was finna type it. So I beat you to the punch. Next. This set was from Target. I was actually influenced by another influencer who posted it, and I was like, oh, this is perfect for vacation. I needed something quick. So there are these satin boxers, and then there's like this satin bralette, which is like perfect for me. That's the type of stuff I like to wear to bed anyway. So yeah, those are my vacation looks. Let's give it up for the vacation body. Round of applause. Yay. All right, also vacations, tropical vacations, when it is cooler in your home state or city, 10 out of 10 recommend. All right, so now we're moving into some like event looks, okay? So the first event look I want to share is like the most recent one, and it is from the VIP Koi pop-up event. So Koi came to the DMV, specifically Baltimore, which Baltimore technically isn't the DMV. Baltimore isn't even the M in DMV. I'm not from Baltimore, I'm from the D, the DC, Southeast to be specific, not Southeast, Southeast, because I grew up on Capitol Hill. I'm not even about to try to claim I'm something that I'm not when I say Southeast. But all of that to say that Koi's DMV pop-up was in Baltimore, and they hosted a VIP night before the pop-up was open to the public, and it was everything. It was everything and more. I'm popping up that footage here for you to see, but I want to get into me outfit because your girl has been hustling between the 9 to 5 and my own business, creator, influencer life, and I've been getting invited to some really great and well curated events. And I'm not saying like, I realized that I don't need to be everywhere with everybody doing everything. Like, I just don't live that kind of life. In fact, most things I only RSVP to because I want to show off my outfit. Is that bad? I don't think it is. I don't think it is at all. I got clothes that need to be seen and worn, okay? But no, this is, I've been invited to some really great events, and I've attended some wonderful events with some wonderful Black-owned brands and women. So the first was the Koi VIP night, and this was actually just 2 days ago from this video. So the outfit, first of all, there was a dress code, but it was for good reason. The dress code, I believe, was like off-white neutral. I didn't know that till I walked up. And as you can see in the video, it was because she had the space so beautifully decorated. I mean, just, if a room could be coded as Black girl luxury elegance, the Koi pop-up was it. That's how I would describe the decor. But if you know Hayette, you know that she is very, very aesthetic. Excuse me. And I don't mean the surface level, shallow aesthetic. I mean intentional aesthetic, meaning she is not only curating a space, but she wants to create and curate a feeling, an experience. And that was that. I did not know there was a dress code, but you know your girl. Somehow, one way or another, I popped up to the pop-up in the dress code that I didn't even know about. I popped up to the pop-up. I popped out at the pop-up in the dress code that I didn't even know about. It was neutral, so I wore this Zara champagne satin double-breasted blazer. I bought her in New York last spring. Yes, last spring in New York when I was on Macy's brand trip. She's beautiful. I had not been able to wear her yet. And the name of the game is wear your clothes. So literally, I have been picking out my clothes like this in my closet. And whatever I lay my hand on is what I end up wearing because I need to wear my clothes. So I wore that blazer, and y'all, this wasn't even part of the outfit, but I wore this bra underneath that Janisha posted, and I believe I got it from Amazon. It's like supposed to like push the girls together, push them up. That bra was the star of the show. Star of the show. I told you I don't got a lot going on up here. And that bra, she is selling hopes and dreams. Okay, that bra is selling hopes and dreams. So I wore that, and then I wore, of course, when I'm in a pinch, I had to get ready after work and get an Uber. My favorite men's Gap 90s loose jeans, I wear them literally 89% of the time I'm getting dressed, I wear those. And if I'm overwhelmed with decisions or options, I just default to those. Then I wore my new favorite purchase, drum roll please, my Amina Muaddi boots that I got from The Real. Let me show them. I got them right here. Hold on. So yeah, I got them from The Real, and me and The Real have a very toxic relationship because why does she keep like popping up in my ads? So anyway, Now, when I bought these beautiful boots, they had zero, and I mean zero wear to them. Like as if no one had ever worn them. I promise you, not a crease, not a scratch on the sole, nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. But the leather is so buttery soft, they literally crease really easily, but it doesn't matter because when they're on your foot, you don't see any creasing. These are also extremely comfortable to wear. So I put on threads about like designer shoes being so uncomfortable, and everybody said Amina Muaddi was very comfortable, and they were right. They were right. These are stunning, and I needed a new pair of bone boots. I actually need to take them to the cobbler because I don't know how that happened. I really don't know how that happened. I don't know. Janae told me that their boots, their shoes don't really last that well. So maybe that could be it. But I feel like I was just partying too hard the first night I wore them. So I rolled up my jeans a bit so you can see the boot. And then I wore this stunning, beautiful work of art. This is by J.W. Pei. I got it from Amazon. Babe, I actually bought this for a different event and just decided to wear it that night. It did fit a good deal of things. It fit a lot of things in it, but it's so freaking cute. Oh, it doesn't go that way, sorry. It did come with a strap as well, but I think it's best worn as a clutch. Like, I'm not wearing no strap with this. And so this is what it looks like when it comes in the mail. It is honestly just so beautiful. Like, it is such a beautiful bag. And I don't have a lot of clutches, so this fit the bill because it's like big enough, long enough. I love that it has the top handle, so it was absolutely perfect. So that is what I wore to the Koi pop-up. Okay, event number 2, we're working our way backwards. Event number 2 was the evening with Hanifa. It was a private invite-only event at the most beautiful space ever called Manifest in DC. It is very popular in DC. I cannot wait to go back because let me tell you something. Baby, that food was so good, okay? And the space is so stunning. And so they asked that you wear Hanifa, which I'm like, okay, duh. And will. So I wore this Hanifa set here. You'll see the corset and the jeans. I'll pop up the name of the set. She just had a Black Friday sale. So this corset top was as low as like $59, I think, after the extra 45% off. And then the jeans are just divine for my mom belly. They're high waist, they're wide leg, but they fit in the hip, they fit through the thigh, they're not too rigid. Just beautiful. I'm trying to incorporate a little bit more color in my wardrobe. So I bought this set, I think last spring. And I've only worn it one time, but both pieces can be worn separately. And then on top of it, because this outfit literally came to me when they said Hanifa, I was like, I know exactly what I'm gonna wear. I know exactly what I'm gonna wear. And then I put my custom Mongolian fur on top from Fur Real Furs. It is, you see the material? Stunning. I got so many compliments on that jacket. She's beautiful. And then I wore those Amina Muaddi boots. So that was my outfit that night. Bag, I wore the bronze Chanel vanity bag that I got from the Real right before Essence Fest. So that was my look and that was my fit. I just did Yerman jewelry. Okay, and then the last event, so tragic. I have no footage of the actual event. I have barely any footage of my actual outfit, which means I just gotta run it back, right? So I was invited to my very first Black Beauty Roster event. It was such a wonderful event. And it was at the new restaurant in DC called Isla, I-S-L-A. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Like I'm trying to convince one of my best friends to go there for her birthday so that I have a reason to go back. Beautiful, beautiful place, beautiful food, and we got to go before the restaurant even had its grand opening or open to the public. So that was a very nice experience. But when I say the room was full of, everyone it needed to be full of. Like when you think of like a seat at the table and you think of Black women, Black business owners, movers and shakers. I mean, I was literally sitting right next to Michelle Obama's communications director. Like, it was just, and then my whole table, we all left in a group chat. It was just One of the most amazing events I've ever been to. It was in celebration of Black Beauty, and it was around Howard's homecoming. So it was just stunning. It was just a wonderful event. And I got to preview a sample of a new release coming out with 12 p.m. Studios. And let me tell you something, Janae is bringing the heat. Okay? The heat. You can't spell heat without eat. Because all those sunglasses, if you think her first drop was phenomenal, get your cards ready. Get your cards ready. I'm just saying. You have been warned. But let's get into my outfit that night. What I wore, first of all, there's a story behind this outfit, and I'm gonna keep it brief, and then we're going to end it here. But I wore some new trousers that I got. These are kind of like viral now from Zara, and I wore them on my birthday. And you know, we should get into those looks too. Yeah, let's do it. So I wore these Zara trousers. They are like a barrel trouser, but they have this unique pleating in the front, and they are very high waist, and I mean very well made. Super high quality. Probably one of my favorite pairs of trousers I ever bought from Zara. I wore those with a crop ribbed like wife beater style tank top that I get from Amazon. I have like 4 of them. I love them so much. But I do only wear them with ultra high waist bottoms. And then for a jacket, I wore my new Frankie Shop cropped leather moto jacket. It literally came like days before. The jacket, and I think the proportions of the outfit slayed. Like honestly, slayed. I wore my Lisa Johnson glasses. I wanted to give like casual menswear meets a feminine vibe, which I feel like is my style. Is I like to make more masculine pieces, and I like to put them together in a feminine way with a feminine flair, kind of that like round the way girl type vibe. And then let's get to the shoes, y'all. The shoes. That's the American Horror Story. I have a beige weekender bag, and if anyone is familiar with the beige weekender bag, it has a compartment at the bottom for your shoes or for whatever you'd like to put in it, for your whatnots. And I typically store my shoes there. I, being the prepared wife, mom, 9-to-5er superwoman that I am, of course I packed my bag the night before, because I would have to leave for this event straight from work and get dressed on the way. Well, to my surprise, I get fully dressed, I go to put my shoes on, they're not there. Matter of fact, that whole compartment is missing off the bottom of my damn bag. What? If it were not for my husband, early that morning, 5, 6 o'clock that morning, him saying to me, suggesting that we switch cars, because we had a rental car, a truck. He's like, let's switch cars, you know, you drive the Benz, I'll take the rental car. If it were not for that man suggesting we switch cars, I'd have been wearing my same green Adidas Sambas that I wore to work that day to recess duty. But because he said we should switch cars, I just so happened to have had my Attico suede boots in the trunk from when I did the panel at the gathering spot with Ty Hunter. Baby, thank God I'm lazy and I didn't unpack that car fully. And thank God my husband suggested that we switch cars, because I would not have had shoes. So I wore those boots. They are not my favorite boots. They feel like death. They are not comfortable. Everybody I know that has them says they are comfortable. They are not. But I wore those and they did somehow go. I had planned to wear the Amina Moatis. I had the Amina Moatis packed in my bag and a backup shoe. Neither one of them made it with us to DC. So those are the events that I've gone to, and those are the outfits that I've worn. I made sure to pop up the photos on the screen for you. But then I want to get into 2 other outfits that I did not tell you guys about, because it's literally been that long since I filmed for YouTube, because life. Anyway, so I want to get into my birthday looks. Since we're talking about those Zara trousers, I wore those on my birthday, and I wore them with, damn, what the hell did I wear them with? Oh my, I got to go back and look, because I don't even remember what I wore them with. Oh, okay, I know what I wore. Okay, I'm gonna put the picture up here. But I wore those Zara trousers with just like a simple bronze mule, because No one, like the shoes didn't really matter. You wouldn't see my feet too much. It was warm enough to have my toes out, whatever. And then I wore my favorite bustier from Revolve. Y'all know I'm a bustier girl. I'm a bustier girl. Had them up to my chin. Oh shit. Had them up to my chin. So I wore those, the bustier and those trousers. And bag, I wore the YSL Burgundy Sunset patent leather bag. Not mine, I don't own it. It is from Vivrel. So I wore that. And then I just wore my Yerman jewelry, and it was just such a beautiful, like a really cute outfit that I will run back over and over, because it was about the pieces. The pieces themselves made the statement. It wasn't about wearing anything gaudy, anything flashy. The shape, the silhouette of the outfit, from the hourglass that the bustier gives me to the wide silhouette of the barrel leg pants, everything was perfect. The second outfit that I wore during my birthday weekend, I'm gonna pop up a picture here. This is actually my favorite one. I wore this blazer from the Frankie shop. I think it's from the Frankie shop. No, Source Unknown. No, it's from Source Unknown. The blazer is from Source Unknown. It gives a really great like peplum style hourglass cinch waist vibe, which y'all know that is my absolute vibe. And then I just wore it with a capri legging. These are actually from Shein. I don't shop at Shein often, but I wanted some capri length leggings that give like shapewear and kind of like suck you in. So I wore those with, I already told y'all about my favorite Nine West shoe that is a dupe to the Louboutin Athena. I wore those, my navy blue Chanel mini flat, and that was the vibe. That was the vibe for the night. That was the vibe for the weekend. Then my final outfit was when we went to the winery. We went to Burnt Hill Farms. I highly recommend it if you really want a vibe, baby. If you really want a nice vibe, you want to feel like you're in Sonoma or, you know, a winery in Napa, something modern in LA maybe. That's the vibe. Bring your wallet, bring your credit card with the highest balance, okay? Because they're gonna tap your wallet a lot. That's all I'm gonna say. So what I wore there was 90s Gap loose men's jeans. I actually just threw on a burgundy loafer, my Moschino burgundy loafer, because husband brought me the Dior oblique scarf and I knew I wanted to wear that. He bought that for me as a birthday gift. So I wore the scarf, and then I wore the YSL sunset bag, and I wore the Kendall Marie sunglasses, and it was just like a cute little vibe for the winery, very relaxed. My top was the Zara Bando top. I swear by these tops, I've talked about them a lot. I wore that in like an off-white. So it was like just a very simple base, and my accessories stole the show, which is really what I tend to do, again, when I'm on decision overload, is I let my accessories do the speaking, and I let my foundation, my wardrobe, be pretty basic and to the point, but also each piece kind of has character on its own, usually by its shape or how it fits me. So those are lit outfits. And to all the places that I've been, I've gotten you fully caught up. So happy holidays, and I hope that you love this video. If you enjoyed this video and you want more, come on back, girl, because we got some hauls to talk about, okay? I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up and leave me some love in the comments. I will have everything that I can linked in the details below. If you are not following me on Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, and all the things, baby, you are missing out. You are missing out. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Mwah. Bye. Tucker, you snored that whole time, and you don't care.